So with the trap world on literal fire right now, I'd figure I'd do another review because the amount of content being poured out right now is crazy. 2024 is the year for trap. So today we're reviewing We Still Don't Trust You, and I'm going to give my own opinion on it and kind of summarize what the record is about. We Still Don't Trust You has been out for around 2 weeks now, and it's gotten mixed reviews compared to its predecessor. For one thing, the vibe is completely different, which is pretty clear from the first track. And for another thing, this record is 25 tracks long. It's no wonder it's called bloated and dry. It's literally full of fillers and misses, mediocre singing, but regardless of everything I just said, this record is absolutely beautiful to me. I'll get the second disc out of the way first. This disc was kind of an unexpected release since it wasn't announced, and it bears a lot of resemblance to the original We Don't Trust You. It's full of hard-hitting trap bangers like Show of Hands and Nobody Knows My Struggle, Show of Hands being one of my favorite tracks on the album. It's just absolutely hype, firing craziness, and it's what a lot of people see as the good side of this album. It has intense rapping, dark beats, and overall, it kind of shows the more chaotic and steamy side of this duo's life. You can listen to All My Life or Crossed Out, and you'll instantly understand what I'm talking about. Now comes the first disc, which is a completely different breed. Right off the first title track, you pretty much instantly realize that this is not going to be like We Don't Trust You. The first disc, tracks 1 through 18, are much more deep, R&B influenced, and melodic than the second. It's like the eye of the storm. That's all this beef and tension caused by We Don't Trust You. It's cool, calm, synthy, and melodic. And it just gives off like warm and nostalgic vibes that the original We Don't Trust You wasn't really going for. The title track instantly grabs your attention with the catchy key bell things and Future's atmospheric vocals, giving warm, nostalgic vibes that completely contrast those of the original, which is an idea that carries over to the next track, Drink and Dance, another one of my favorite tracks off the album. And then we have tracks like Nights Like This, which features soulful saxophones and thumping bass, and melodic vocal chops that can be found throughout the whole disc, just giving it a dreamy, warm, deep vibe while having banger drums that hit every time. It also feels like Future is genuine with his emotions on this project, which it's a controversial thing because he sure is an interesting person. But this can be found on tracks like Mile High Memories, which is my personal favorite off of the disc, especially because it's been helping me through recent stuff. And of course, he isn't the best singer, but it's nowhere near intolerable. I quite like the laziness of his voice. Don't get me wrong though, there is a lot of filler on this record. Like, a lot. Especially in the first half. I just can't really get behind tracks like Overload, This Sunday, and the interlude, which I did not like at all. That doesn't undermine the hits though. Overall, tying these two discs together, I actually really enjoyed this album. It was much more deep and musical than the previous record, and when it comes to personal preference, I enjoy this vibe more than the druggy bangers on We Don't Trust You. This record just contains a little too much filler and midness for people's liking, which gives it a bad rep, but to me there's still so much more to appreciate on We Still Don't Trust You. It's not better than We Don't Trust You as a whole, but I loved it and I'm glad it was made. It's pretty damn good.